Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the WordBuddyAI podcast series. I am Irene.
And I am Alex. Hello to all our friends learning English around the world. It is so wonderful to be here with you today.
Yes, it is. Alex, how are you feeling today? You look a little, tired? Your eyes look sleepy.
Oh, really? Do I look tired? Well, to be honest, I am a little tired today. I did not sleep very well last night.
Why not? What happened? Are you feeling sick?
No, I'm not sick, but my brain was just thinking too much. You know? Sometimes your brain just will not stop working and thinking.
I know that feeling very well. What were you thinking about? Did you have a big problem?
Well, I was thinking about work, but not about my job or my tasks. I was thinking about a very, very awkward moment I had yesterday.
Oh no, an awkward moment. I want to hear this. Tell me, what happened? How did you feel?
It was so bad, Irene. So picture this. I walked into my office building yesterday morning. I pressed the button for the elevator. I was alone, and I was happy. I thought, great, a quiet ride up to my floor.
I love a quiet elevator ride. Just you and your thoughts.
Exactly. So the elevator doors open, I step inside, I press the button for floor number 10, and then at the very last second, I hear someone say, "Hold the door."
Uh-oh, I know what is going to happen.
Yes, a man runs into the elevator. And it's not just any man. It's the new manager of my department.
Wow, the big boss. How did you feel about that?
I felt terrified. The doors closed, and then silence. Just total silence.
Did you say anything to him?
No, I just stood there. I looked at the floor, then I looked at the ceiling, then I pulled out my phone and looked at a blank screen. It was so quiet. It felt like we were in that elevator for a whole year. It was so awkward.
Oh, Alex, that makes me feel stressed just listening to it. I can feel your panic. Why didn't you say hello?
Because I did not know what to say. I didn't want to say something stupid. I'm really bad at small talk. I think it's a waste of time, and I think I'm just an awkward person.
Alex, listen to me. You are not an awkward person. You just need a little help with your communication skills, and you're definitely not alone. Many people struggle with this.
Really? Do you ever feel awkward, Irene?
Of course. I remember one time I was in the office kitchen making tea. A coworker walked in. I asked her, "How are you?" And she said, "Good."
Mm-hmm.
And then we just stood there in silence while the water boiled. It was terrible. I felt so uncomfortable.
Yes, that's exactly how I felt. So what do we do? How do we fix this?
Well, Alex, that's exactly our main topic for today's episode. Today, we're going to talk about workplace small talk. We'll talk about how to chat with your coworkers, what topics to avoid, and how to make the conversation feel natural.
That's perfect. I really need this lesson today.
I think we all need it. But before we dive into the main topic, we have a quick message for our amazing listeners.
Yes, we do. If you're new to the WordBuddy.ai podcast series, welcome to our family. We are so happy you're here. If you want to improve your English and speak with confidence, please click the subscribe button right now.
And please hit the like button on this video. It really helps our channel grow, and it helps other English learners find our videos.
Also, we have a question for you today. We want you to answer this in the comments below. Here's the question. What is your favorite small talk topic? When you meet a coworker, what do you like to talk about?
Yes, please tell us in the comments. Do you talk about the weather? Do you talk about sports? Or do you just stay quiet like me? Let us know. We read every single comment.
Okay, Irene, let's get into the main topic. Let's talk about small talk.
First, we need to change how you think about it. You said earlier that small talk is a waste of time. Why do you feel that way?
Well, it just feels fake, you know? I asked someone, "How was your weekend?" But honestly, I do not really care about their weekend. I just want to get my coffee and go back to my desk. It feels very shallow.
I understand why you feel that way. It can feel shallow, but small talk is actually very powerful. It is not a waste of time. It is a leadership skill.
A leadership skill? How is talking about the weather a leadership skill?
Let me use an analogy. Learning to communicate at work is like building a house. A house is made of many, many small bricks.
Okay, I can picture that. A house made of bricks.
Right. Every time you have a 2-minute chat with a coworker, you are putting down one small brick. One brick by itself is not very useful. It's just a brick. But if you put down a brick every day, soon you will have a strong, beautiful house.
So the house is our relationship.
Exactly. Small talk builds trust. It builds connection. You can't have deep, important conversations with people if you don't trust them, and you build trust by making small talk day after day.
Wow, I really like that analogy. So my elevator ride with the boss was a chance to put down a brick, and I missed it.
Yes, you dropped the brick, but that's okay. We'll help you pick it up. Think about a machine, too. A machine has many metal parts. If the metal parts rub together, they break. But if you put oil in the machine, it runs smoothly.
Ah, so small talk is like the oil in the machine.
Yes, it's a social lubricant. It makes the workplace feel smooth and friendly. Actually, a big university study found that people who make small talk at work feel happier. They feel more positive emotions by the end of the day.
Really? Talking about the weather makes people happy?
Yes, because it makes them feel connected. We are humans. We need to connect with other humans. It makes us feel seen and valued.
Okay, Irene, you convinced me. I believe you. Small talk is important. It's the oil for the machine, and it's the bricks for the house. But how do I do it? What should I talk about?
Before we talk about good topics, let's talk about bad topics. There are some things you should never, ever talk about at work.
Oh, this is important. I don't want to make a mistake. What are the bad topics?
Well, the first one is health. Do not talk about personal health problems.
Why not? I always ask people, how are you?
Saying how are you is fine. That's just a greeting. But don't tell them about your stomach ache or your weird skin rash or your new diet. That makes people very uncomfortable.
Oh, I see. I remember one time a coworker asked me how I was. I told him my back was hurting and I talked about it for 10 minutes. He looked very bored.
Exactly. Health is too personal for small talk. Another bad topic is religion. Everyone has different beliefs. Religion is very private, so just avoid it completely at work.
That makes sense. What else?
Politics. Never talk about politics at work. People have very strong opinions about politics. They get angry very quickly. You don't want to start an argument near the coffee machine.
Yes, that's true. Politics makes me feel very stressed. I definitely don't want to talk about that. Are there any other bad topics?
Yes, money. Do not talk about money or personal finances.
Really? Why is that bad?
Because it makes people feel awkward. Do not ask people how much their house costs. Do not ask how much money they make.
Oops, I think I made this mistake before. A coworker bought a new car. I asked him, "Wow, how much did that cost?" He looked at me very strangely and walked away. I felt so bad.
Yes, that is a perfect example. People want to keep their money private, so avoid money. Avoid politics, religion, and health. Oh, and one more, gossip.
Gossip? You mean talking bad things about other people?
Yes, do not complain about the boss. Do not say negative things about your coworkers. It looks very unprofessional.
I agree with that. Complaining brings negative energy. Okay, so I know the bad topics, but what are the good topics? What can I talk about?
You should talk about things that are universal, things that everyone experiences. The safest topic in the world is the weather.
The weather. It is raining today. It is sunny today. It feels a little boring, doesn't it?
It is simple, but it is safe, and it starts the conversation. But there are better topics. You can talk about the weekend, you can talk about food, movies, TV shows, or sports. You can talk about a new project at work.
Okay, food, movies, the weekend, those are easy. But Irene, sometimes I ask a question and the conversation just stops.
What do you mean? How does it stop?
Well, I will say, "Did you have a good weekend?" and my coworker will say yes, and then silence. The awkward silence comes back.
Ah, I know why that happens. You're asking a yes or no question. If you ask a question that can be answered with one word, the conversation will die.
Oh, that makes sense. Did you have a good weekend? Yes. Boom, it's over.
Exactly. So I'm going to teach you a trick. It's called the 2-minute talk. It has 3 easy steps: spark, stretch, and seal.
Spark, stretch, and seal. I like those words. They sound catchy. Tell me more.
Step 1 is spark. You need to spark the conversation. To do this, you need a back pocket question.
A back pocket question? Like a question I keep in my pants pocket?
Yes, it's a metaphor. It means you have a question ready in your mind all the time, and it must be an open question, not a yes or no question.
Can you give me an example of an open question?
Sure. Instead of saying, "Did you have a good weekend?" you can ask, "What are you looking forward to this weekend?" Or, "What was the best part of your week so far?"
Oh, I love that. What was the best part of your week? People can't just say yes to that. They have to tell a story.
Exactly. Now you have a spark. The next step is stretch. You need to stretch the conversation. How do you do that? You listen carefully and you ask a curious follow-up question.
A follow-up question? What is that?
It's a second question. It shows you're listening. For example, I was at the grocery store yesterday. The cashier asked me, "What are you doing with the rest of your day?" That was his spark question.
Okay, what did you say?
I said, "My husband and I are looking at a new house. We want to buy a house. Now, Alex, what should the cashier say next?"
He could say, wow, that's great.
If he says that, the conversation is over. But instead, he asked a follow-up question. He said, "Oh, how exciting. What makes you want to live in this part of town?"
Wow, that's a great question. It shows he was really listening to you.
Yes, and it stretched the conversation. I told him about the parks and the community. We had a real, meaningful connection in just 2 minutes.
That is amazing. Spark, then stretch. What's the last step? Seal?
Yes, seal. You need to seal the conversation. You need to close it nicely. When I left the store, the cashier said, "Good luck today. I really hope you find the perfect house."
That is so nice. It is much better than just saying, have a good day.
Exactly. It is a reflective greeting. It shows he remembered what we talked about. So, spark, stretch, seal. Do you want to practice?
Yes, let's do a role play. I need to practice this.
Okay, let's imagine we are at work. We are in the break room. We are making coffee. I am your coworker, Sarah. You walk in. Go.
Okay. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm good, Alex. Just getting some coffee.
Okay, now I need a spark question. Sarah, what has been the best part of your week so far?
Oh, that is a nice question. Well, the best part of my week was last night. I went to a new Italian restaurant.
Okay, now I need to stretch. I need a follow-up question. Oh, I love Italian food. What did you order at the restaurant?
I ordered a big plate of spicy tomato pasta. It was delicious.
That sounds amazing. I need to try that place. Okay, Irene, now I need to seal the conversation, right? How do I stop talking? I have my coffee now.
This is a very important part, Alex. How do you usually end a conversation?
I usually just smile, say, okay, bye, and run away quickly.
Oh no, please do not run away. That is so funny, but it is very awkward. You need to transition smoothly. You can use simple transition words like well or anyway.
Well or anyway. Okay, how do I use them?
You can say, "Well, I should get back to my desk," or "Anyway, I have a meeting in 5 minutes."
Ah, I see. It gives a reason to leave. Well, I need to get back to work. That sounds very professional.
Yes, it does. And then you add your seal. You say something nice about the conversation. Let's try it.
Okay, well, I should get back to my desk. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of the day, Sarah, and I hope you eat more good pasta soon.
Thanks, Alex. See you later. And scene. Great job, Alex. How did that feel?
It felt really good. It did not feel fake at all. It felt like a real conversation. I learned something new about Sarah.
Exactly. You laid a brick. You built a connection. Let's do one more practice. This is a hard one.
Okay, I'm ready. Give me a challenge.
Let's do the elevator. You are in the elevator. The doors open. Your boss walks in. I'm the boss.
Oh boy, the tiger is in the elevator. Okay, breathe. Good morning, Irene.
Good morning, Alex.
Okay, spark question. Irene, do you have any exciting plans for this weekend?
Actually, yes, I'm going to the mountains to go hiking with my dog.
Okay, stretch. Follow-up question. That sounds wonderful. I love the mountains. What kind of dog do you have?
I have a golden retriever. His name is Max. He loves the outdoors.
Golden retrievers are so friendly. I used to have a dog when I was a kid. Okay, the elevator door is opening. I need to seal it. Well, this is my floor. Have a fantastic time hiking with Max this weekend.
Thank you, Alex. Have a good day. Wow, Alex, that was perfect.
Really? I did it?
You did it. You sparked the conversation, you listened, you asked about my dog. People love talking about their pets. And then you sealed it beautifully by remembering my dog's name. How do you feel about that?
I feel so proud. It wasn't scary at all. I didn't need to panic. I just needed a simple plan. Spark, stretch, seal.
Yes, small talk is a skill. It is not a personality trait. You do not have to be an extrovert. You just have to be curious.
That is a great rule. You do not have to be an extrovert. You just have to be curious. I will remember that. I am going to try this tomorrow at work.
I am so happy to hear that. You are going to build so many strong relationships at work, Alex.
Thank you, Irene. I feel much more confident now.
Well, my friend, look at the time. We are almost at the end of our episode today.
Oh, wow. The time went so fast. I really enjoyed this topic.
Me too. Before we go, let's quickly review what we learned today.
Good idea. First, we learned that small talk is important. It's like the oil in a machine or the bricks in a building. It builds trust.
Yes. Second, we learned what topics to avoid. Do not talk about money, religion, politics, gossip, or personal health. Keep it safe and positive.
Third, we learned the 2-minute talk. Spark, stretch, and seal. Start with an open back pocket question. Listen and ask a follow-up question. Then close smoothly with words like, well, or anyway.
You remembered everything perfectly, Alex. Now we have a very important message for our listeners.
Yes, listening to this podcast is wonderful. It helps your English, but listening is passive learning.
Passive learning means you're just sitting and taking in information. It's like watching a video of someone riding a bicycle. You can watch it all day, but you won't learn how to ride until you get on the bike yourself.
Exactly. To really improve your English, you need active learning. You need to speak. You need to practice your small talk with real people.
And we have the perfect place for you to do that. You should join our speaking workshops at WordBuddy.ai.
Yes, at the WordBuddy.ai workshops, you can practice speaking in a safe, friendly environment. You can practice the spark, stretch, and seal technique with real people from all over the world.
It will boost your speaking confidence so much. Do not just study alone. Come and speak with us. You can find all the details on our website, WordBuddy.ai.
We would love to see you there. Well, it's time to say goodbye for today.
Thank you so much for joining us on the WordBuddy.ai podcast series. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we hope you have some great small talk at work tomorrow.
Yes, go build those relationships. See you next time, everyone.
Bye-bye.